Hello, my name is Nick, and welcome to Watch This Now. Cats is an acid trip, or a movie if that's more your thing, based on the hit Broadway musical by Andrew Lloyd Webber. And oh my god, I just cannot believe that this is a movie that exists. Cats has to be one of the most singular movie-going experiences I have had, I think, in my entire life. Now, even after seeing the movie, I have searched high and low. I have scoured the internet to find out what this movie is about, and no one knows, not a damn person, because this is a straight-up fever dream of a movie. We all knew it was gonna be a challenging experience when we saw that trailer drop and saw how terrifying these CGI cat people look, but trust me, it gets way more terrifying. I honestly don't know if you will be able to make it through Cats. I almost left 3 damn times. This movie is a straight-up endurance test. I don't know if you can prepare for this movie. I tried to prepare as much as humanly possible. I had multiple drinks before seeing this film. I may have even had more than just drinks, and I still was mentally destroyed by this movie. Now listen, I have to make this clear. I like bad movies. I like bad movies that have fun entertainment value, and I thought Cats could be the best disaster, that it was just going to be a crazy shit show of a movie, and that it would be a blast to make fun of. Now, I like movies like that. And then you have movies that are just such an abysmal experience that you're wondering, who the hell let this happen? I want to know who the hell let this happen. Like, what producer was like, I want to spend $100 million on CGI-ing cat suits onto humans while they sing in a giant alley setting. This is the biggest, most ridiculous disaster of a film that you could hope for. Now, given the difficult nature of this movie not having a goddamn plot to work with, I can only give you my interpretation of this film. So, what I believe Cats is about is there is this cat, Victoria. She gets dumped into an alley by her owners. I don't know, they all got like 3 names, but so now she's a stray. She's been dumped by her owners, and all of the cats on the street, they come out to play. They come out, they swarm her, they start singing about jellicles, which I had no idea what that meant. I have no clue really, but from what I can tell, based on what I'm seeing here, I believe Jellicle is their cult name, or maybe their cat street gang, however you want to put it. They're trying to induct Victoria into this cult. Yeah, it's a cult of cats. Oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna spoil the ending here because it's pretty much the only plot point in the film, but we'll get to that. So Victoria is becoming acquainted with all of the cats. They're popping out of the shadows. They're introducing themselves through these grating musical numbers where they're just like, hey, guess what? I'm this fucking weird-ass cat, and I do this regular cat shit. And so basically Victoria, she's like one knife fight away from being inducted into the cult. Or in this case, she's like 7 musical numbers away from being in this cult. And I think this goes without saying, but the entire look of this film is just absolutely horrifying. I mean, if pictures speak 1,000 words, well then damn, this movie is way more articulate than I am. I mean, you just look and see, this is a nightmare. This is a complete and utter nightmare, all of Cats. To make matters worse, they're just singing the entire time. I mean, I'm not a musical guy, so I should have been a little bit more prepared for how awful this experience would be, but there was like no dialogue in between songs. They're just singing at each other at times. And it's kind of just really funny once they're trying to get a message across, like they should just have a fucking conversation like in a normal movie, but instead they have to sing at you. At one point, Dame Judi Dench just sings into the camera like this. She sings straight into your soul and you can't escape it. And apparently she's the cat that runs the cult, and there's a competition that's happening. Okay, sure, cats. And so that's why all of the cats are hopping out to sing their musical numbers to Victoria so that they can impress Judi Dench cat to win the competition. While this batshit freak show is happening, we've got Idris Elba cat slinking around, straight up practicing the dark arts. He is teleporting all over the place, snapping away, just bursting into dust, and he is like catnapping these characters and taking them away to this dock because he's trying to keep them there so that he can win the competition. What the hell? Sure, Cats. So it's a musical competition by way of Agatha Christie with cats dropping left and right. Now this is where the movie somehow finds a way to become way worse than it already was. Mind you, I nearly walked out 3 different times. I'm saying it again because I just had to get out of there. But I fought tooth and nail to make it to this point of the film, and this is how I was rewarded. Now, if you really don't want to have the ending spoiled, I guess go waste your life watching Cats, but this is where it all comes together. Now, Jennifer Hudson cat pops up, and she starts singing her song. She does her America's Got Talent audition for Judi Dench. She sings the famous song from this musical, Memory. Jennifer Hudson has such a powerful voice that she is belting it out as hard as she can. It feels like everything is earthquaking underneath it all. And this is where the movie just ruins itself. The whole imagery here of the catness, it just ruins anything that could have been good. Because if you were to just look at Jennifer Hudson performing, sure, that could be good. But here, it is so laughably horrible because she's a fucking cat, and I could not. I really just could not. So, I guess Hudson Cat is chosen by Dench Cat to be the Jellicle Cat, even though an hour ago I thought they were all Jellicles, but whatever. Who even cares? It's cats. So, her reward for winning this competition, which I guess is what all of the cats were fighting for all along, was this. They put her in a hot air balloon made out of a chandelier because we threw logic out the window as soon as this movie started. And all of the cats run into the street as the sun is rising, and Hudson Cat is floating off into the sky, and they straight up sacrifice her! That bitch is dead as a goddamn doornail! This is Midsummer with cats. This cult of cats, they sacrifice her. The last image of the movie is Hudson Cat disappearing into the clouds. I mean, what is this? This Cats is a horror film. That's what this is. Cats is a goddamn horror film. Overall, there are so many elements of horror, but you've got this almost murder mystery playing out. Well, not really. No one's paying attention to the fact that Idris Elba cat is kidnapping all of the fat cats, but people are disappearing, and then we've got this whole cult that's sacrificing one of their own. I mean, I think it's trying to say, like, oh, we actually sent her away to cat heaven? I don't think so. I'm not buying that bullshit. Now, I have to reiterate, I like bad movies. I like a lot of bad movies. I can have so much fun with them, and I thought that this was going to be a wonderful experience where I would just laugh at the screen, have a wonderful time. I have to tell you, about 20 minutes in, and I was bored of making fun of it. I thought that this would be at least that kind of experience. No, this is so much worse. It doesn't even manage to be entertaining on a surface level. None of the musical numbers really did it for me. Taylor Swift kind of has a cute number. I thought she was pretty good in her, one scene or so in the film. But I'm not kidding. I wanted to leave several different times throughout the movie. I was just like, okay, I'm not getting anything out of this. There's clearly nothing going on here. This is a complete catastrophe! I saw this right after Star Wars and didn't really care for that. And then this happened and my whole brain was just scrambled. It felt like one of those old "This Is Your Brain on Drugs" commercials. I was like, Cats is like the heroine of movies. You just don't want to touch it. Don't touch it. Don't go near it. Stay far away. Cats is probably the worst movie of the year. I'm giving Cats a 1 out of 5. This movie was just absolutely awful. I know a lot of work went into it, and a lot of people are doing their thing, singing and dancing, and that's great. But you know what? It amounts to nothing, because it is just so unentertaining. It is so boring. It's off-putting. It is horrifying. This is the scariest horror film I have seen all year. Stay away from Cats. You don't want to do it. Just save yourself. But what did you guys think of Cats if you did see it? Feel free to trash it with me in the comments below, because I think we can all get behind this one just being a complete mistake. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next one.